A win's a win, but I know that there's part of you that's not happy.
No, it's not a win. Win's not a win, Jones. Yeah, we're in this thing to get better, and our approach to start the game wasn't up to standard of the way we've been playing. And again, you give a team that's playing hard, that whatever reasons, give them confidence, and they shoot you, and you shoot yourself in the foot. So we can't be satisfied with this. We got to make sure we come out and understand what we're playing for. And when you're playing for a championship, there's no nights off.
A win is not a win. Is Casey onto something?
He better be, because I keep hearing it from Dwane Casey. And here's the deal. Dwane Casey was poised with the task of changing the culture of a team that had won at least 51 games in each of the last 2 years, and include the little youth them to get involved in what they were doing. And to this point, little youth them and other mans have been involved to a large extent, and culture has been changed. You could say maybe a little roots and culture has been changed,
yes,
Donnovan.
Sir.
And I've been saying the entire year that I thought Brad Stevens was the coach of the year because of what he has done with a brand new Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward being hurt. Should I change that now? Because I'm starting to turn. What Dwane Casey has been able to achieve, all jokes aside, is remarkably impressive. He's gotten his stars to buy in to a plan that has them employed less for the hopes of paying off long term. They've got the buy-in and they've got the results, and it's come like this. That's impressive.
Yeah. What is not impressive, what is disappointing, is that you fail to read my byline on the website on a regular basis, because I wrote a month and a half ago that Dwane Casey was the coach of the year. And yeah, I agree, the Celtics are impressive, and that's why Danny Ainge is probably the executive of the year. But as I go to the Microsoft
about your
Word
byline, but
document,
it is appearing on the screen right now.
Yeah, but evidently you didn't read it, because I told you he was the coach of the year, right, and you disagreed with me.
Okay.
Kyle Lowry.
That's a good picture of you.
Thank you. 37 minutes a game last year. 32 this year.
5 a game down, yeah.
DeMar DeRozan, 34 minutes last year. 35. 34 this year. 35 last year. Ibaka, 31 last year. 27 this year. In the case of DeRozan and Lowry, their PERs are actually increased. Yeah. Part of that buy-in was playing guys, as you mentioned, that he didn't really trust, that he didn't have a long relationship with. So he's been able to do things that organizations dream, and really only the Spurs and their culture have been able to do. Win, compete at a high level, and develop for your future at the same time. Yeah. The issue is...
so hard to do. I want to pause for a second there before you get to the issue. That's really hard to do.
Yeah.
That's really, really hard to do, and it's easy for everyone to say that they can do it. The Raptors have done it to this juncture.
Well, what's
the issue?
We have the commissioner saying that people shouldn't be openly tanking because we recognize that it's hard to do. So you have to either do one or the other. So no question, Dwane Casey is the coach of the year, and the thing is why I like his comments is because the expectations have now increased. The bar is now raised. Please, I hope they don't do it. If they win the Eastern Conference regular season, the pennant, if you will, the number one seed.
Number one seed.
Please do not hang an Atlantic Division banner, because that shouldn't mean anything anymore.
Yeah, you're past that?
I believe so. You should take those other banners down, if we're being quite frank. It's embarrassing, the banners that are up for the Leafs and the ones that are in the same building for the Raptors. Yeah. And so Dwane Casey is saying no longer are we looking for internal improvement. We've got that in the first month and a half of the season. We're now in it for the rings.
Right.
And that's why I think he's changed the mindset of the cultural reset by Masai, in 3/4 of a season.
Melnick has kind of put us behind the 8 ball, but I want you to marinate on something, and maybe you could write a story about it and put a byline on it on sportsnet.ca.
Okay, and you're the contributor?
The buy-in from, I'll be a contributor. The buy-in from Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan cannot be understated, and how they've allowed these youngsters to find their feet and help facilitate it. And I wonder if Masai Ujiri doesn't give them $139 and $100 million respectively, is there that much? Even Ibaka and his deal. I know a lot of Raptor fans are upset at that deal, but if you don't get that buy-in from those 3 guys, are the youngsters allowed to flourish the way they have, or do you immediately revert because you're looking for some sort of contract?
Yeah, part of that culture is safety, right?
Yeah,
Feeling
without
safe.
a doubt.
So,
Without
no
a doubt.
question.
All right, so let it marinate. If you
Okay.
want to write the byline, you can steal it, you can take it, because I
Yeah.
feel bad that I didn't read your stuff, although I kind of sort of did read your stuff and just set you up for it, and then you just shivved me in the
No,
bag.
it's marinating. I put a nice little rub on it, put it in a Ziploc, and put it in the fridge.
Nice.
Yeah,
You're going to freeze it, or you just fridge?
No, just in the fridge.
No, you freeze that stuff in. It gets even better. Trust me on that one. Uncle Timmy's got your back.